Good evening, everybody. I hope that everybody is well and ready for a cracking evening of racing at PlayStation Racer, my channel. Right, what are we doing tonight? We've got our usual hour of ACC. We're at Oulton Park, I think. Are we at Oulton Park? Yes, we're at Oulton Park. A track that is quite technical, quite tight. And there's a couple of tricky bits on here that catch me out frequently. So I am going to get out on track very, very soon. And then once we've done this, which should be around about 9 o'clock, then we'll be heading over to Gran Turismo for a very different evening on Gran Turismo. And I'm going to talk about all of that later on. But for the moment, it's all about Assetto Corsa Competizione and... yeah, getting to grips with another of the UK circuits. I can see that Jack Fury is in. He was first. Then Mad Mikey was in second. And weirdly, I have I've done a comment which is not shown up. So quite clearly the chat doesn't like me. Either that or I put it on the wrong one. Who knows? I don't care. I am going to get out on track. I am going to run a few laps and see how we go. The server has just rebooted, or it's in the process of rebooting. So that was very timely, just as we 8 o'clock. I just got to the point where I was done with the intro. Very short intro for this one. I'm expecting it to be pretty quiet tonight. There's a lot going on with Gran Turismo this evening, or has been today, with the World Series or Nations or whatever's going on today. Unfortunately, I was unable to get involved with that today for one reason or another. So I imagine that there will be a few people maybe still involved with that, or just coming off of the back of that, or whatever. So we're just going to see how things go. Or that said, we're in ACC and we're starting to attract a few more people into our lobbies at the moment. So whether that is going to continue to be the case this evening with another UK track, a DLC track, I do not know. The non-DLC ones have been pretty popular, and this one I don't intend to do overly well at. And I'm hoping to put all of the channel woes behind me and actually get on and finish this one. Oh, we're off already. Mad Mikey there sitting in the Porsche having a good old chuckle. No doubt, at my expense. And who would blame him? I wouldn't. So, yeah, I was completely off form last night. My mind was probably 40% on racing and 60% on other things that were going on. And one of the things with ACC I'm finding is that you really do need to give this 100% of your concentration. And I'm possibly going to be a lot quieter on the chat, because as you can see, this is a track that I'm not very familiar with, and we've only got a very short free practice run, and then we're going to be into the quali. And if I don't qualify last, I'll be extremely surprised in this one. I've got quite a few people in already, which is actually encouraging, and more than I thought we would have. Oh, big old slide from the BMW there. A couple of guys were doing some tests earlier on single make racing. They grabbed the BMW, the M2, and did a few little checks. That seemed to go well, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some single make stuff very soon, as well as the mixed GT3s. And we can start mixing it up, and we've also got the GT4s as well that we can call on. And I am going to have to go very quiet, because I am all over the place here. Even with the line on, I am all over the shop. So I have got 5 minutes to get to grips with this track before we're into the quali. Quite tight and narrow, need to stay off the curbs quite a bit in this one. I seem to need to do that. Looks like I might not be the only one throwing it off the track at the moment. That's a really difficult corner, that first corner. And then this one is a crazy one because you think you need to brake at the top of the hill, then you think, oh no I don't, I can go a bit further, and then it's like, where on earth do you brake? So it's like halfway down that hill, I think. And again, this one is pretty blind. You come around this corner and then suddenly boom, you're into a tight right-hander. So I'm starting to get the track a little bit in my head. Then this is flat all the way up here until you get to that marker, and then you've got to get it slowed down for this bit through here, which is really tricky. I'm beginning to see why a lot of people said, oh Mitch, do Oulton Park, because they knew I was going to be a complete numpty around here. That big bollard, the tyre bollard thing there, is not going to be there very long, I can assure you. That will be gone within a lap or two. Underneath the Oulton Park bridge, brave through there, but then you've got to get it slowed down for this one, but then it suddenly opens up on you. And I was following a couple of guys through there earlier, and they were stupid quick, and even coming down to this one a lot faster than me, and they were still keeping it on the track and making it work. So getting through here, this first corner, tough, and then this one just gets me all the time. Okay, there's a yellow sign on the right hand side which we can use as a braking point. It does slow you down very early, but I think it's better to brake early than to be sent wanging across the grass at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Well, maybe not 1,000,000 miles an hour, maybe 100 miles an hour, but you know what I mean. Oh, screen, haven't moved my screen across. Thanks, Mikey. That's how much I'm concentrating on this today. Not even looking at the chat, not looking at OBS, not looking at anything. And missed that one. Yeah, I really need to get to grips with this. I'm braking way too late. I've got to get my head in the right place for this one. My head is full of all sorts of stuff at the moment, and I need to learn to empty it when I come to the track. Get away from life's woes. So, 3 troublesome corners. I've also noticed that following the green line doesn't always help. Very often if you are absolutely on the green line, it will put the car onto the curb, and I'm finding I'm bouncing around. So not following the green line exactly tonight. I'm just using it as a guide, a brake guide. Jack Fury loved this track on Project Cars. There's a lot of people who love this track. I'm just trying to get to grips with it. Looks like somebody's taken one of the bollards out there already. I didn't think it would be long. Right. on the one board there through here. That tyre bollard has not gone yet. Surprised me. Oh, a load of understeer there. Again, I'm sure I can go through there quicker than I am.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Yellow flag on yellow.
I think the other thing with this track, it's very much a one of those slow in, fast out corner tracks, where if you can get that nailed, you can be very, very quick. I know earlier on the guys that I was on track with, they were miles quicker than me. I mean, one of the guys over the course of 15 minutes was over half a lap ahead of me, which was a bit sad. Oh, so that is it then. We've got just a few: Matt, Mikey, me, Greg, Jono, Hulky and Leopard Frog. So Steve, Safety Jackson's just popped in. So like I said, just a few people in this one at the moment, not very many, and I'm sort of expecting it to be a little bit that way for the whole of the evening. If I can have a good battle with Hulky and Jono, then I will be pleased. I suspect that Matt, Mikey and Greg will disappear into the distance, as probably will Steve, Leopard Frog. But if I can have a battle with those guys, keep it on track, don't throw it off, I'll be quite happy. We'll just have to see how things go. Hey Vic, how you doing? Hey, you're going to come racing with us again soon? I haven't seen you on track in the longest time. I haven't seen you streaming either, actually. I'm just wondering whether my stream notifications for your channel are broken, or whether you've not been streaming for a while. But alas, I can't look at the chat at the moment. So maybe give me a shout in Discord at some point. Let me know what you're up to. All I can see is, no mate, need to get some sleep. I think he's working still. Normal works very, very well. Like a lot of people, works very hard. He's up at 4 o'clock in the morning. No wonder you're not going to come racing. I do not blame you, my friend. So long as we haven't upset you in some way, I'm happy. I guess you jumped in to smack that old like button for me, for which I will be very, very grateful. Jack Fury just reminded me that a lot of people join during the quali session. So we'll just see how we go. We've had some nice full grids in our lobbies. I'm hoping that we're getting a bit of a reputation, or will start to get a bit of a reputation out there for hosting a good lobby, and we can get more people in on a weekday evening, and then on the Sunday. I've still got to make a decision whether we go public or whether we go private in the lobby. I've still not quite decided on that yet. I may well keep that as a dynamic, fluid decision on the day, but Sunday being the bigger lobby night for ACC, where we go from 9 even till midnight, rather than just 8 till 9. Try and get 3 races in of an evening. Did the UK tracks last week, or some? Did we do all of them? I think there was one that we didn't do. I don't think we did Snetterton yet. I think Snetterton's up tomorrow, possibly. Looking forward to that. One of the few tracks that I've been round recently, in recent times, Snetterton. I've done Silverstone and Snetterton. I've never been to Oulton Park. And I don't think I've ever been to Donington either, that we did last night, so... But I have driven around Silverstone, or the international circuit, not the full Grand Prix circuit, to be fair. That was in an Aston Martin. And then in last year I went round, it was last year, time flies, I went round Snetterton in an MX-5 with the Kobe's, which was a real treat. A real treat indeed. I'm trying to change that gear too quickly. And you also need to get used to looking further down the road. A couple of people have picked me up on the fact that I'm driving on the nose of the car again. That is the only problem we have in the green line on. It does help massively when you're learning these tracks, but you've got to learn not to focus on the green line too much. I'm trying to use that just as a braking guide rather than a what's coming up, and I'm trying to look further down the road. Although with this track it's quite difficult to look further down the road because so much of it is over the horizon. But it is a technique that definitely does help if you're looking through a corner and you get yourself sorted out for the next one. I also found that I don't break track limits quite so often if I'm looking further down the road as well. So if you're actually looking through the chicane now into the exits, I just hit the barriers. I knew somebody was going to do it, I just didn't think it was going to be me. I'm saying that about not invalidating my laps by looking down the road and then immediately go and invalidate the laps, and now everybody's thinking, Mitchell Morgan, you haven't got a flipping clue what you're talking about. Will you just shut up and get on with the racing? Except I'm not racing, I'm qualifying. Still in the BMW at the moment. I do enjoy the BMW, but I do want to try some of the other cars. I'm still in the BMW at the moment because I still haven't done the Nordschleife track in ACC, and I plan to do that in the BMW. So I don't want to get used to another car for the Nords. So I want to get all my medals. It's the only one that I need to do now. All the others are done. And then I'll try some of the other cars. I'm eager to try the Aston Martin, the McLaren and the Ferrari. Those are the ones that are deep on my list. Jaguar is there too, although I don't see the Jaguar featuring much. I don't see many people racing it. It doesn't tend to get a good write-up when I've researched the cars for ACC. Which is a bit of a shame. So I know we got some Jaguar fans in the community, and Adam, Lauren's partner, also is a mechanic for Jaguar Land Rover. So, okay, I'm going too deep out of that one. 6 minutes. Don't know how we're doing at the moment with regards to quality time. Yeah, the new Jaguar rebrand does take some thinking about. I haven't come across anybody that really likes it at the moment. I don't know what that was all about, but there we go. There are much more cleverer people than I in the branding world who will probably be able to tell you what and why. It's certainly got people talking about it. So that, in some respects, is good for marketing, but no news is bad news, as they say in business. But ooh, that again, I have been validating that one every single time on the exit. Have I even set a qualifying lap yet? I don't think I have I? No, I haven't. This one's invalid as well. Let's just keep this on the track this time, even if it's slow. So I don't believe that I have set a valid time. I can't read the chat right now because I'm seriously trying to concentrate right now. Need to be careful down to the hairpin, to the chicane. I'm going to brake there nice and early. Make sure that we're within. And within, and then just be a little bit careful through this one.
Yellow flag is on, watch out in front.
Right, let's be careful through here. It's not quick, and we need to be careful through this one too. As you can see, the green line goes way off to the left there, but whenever I try and follow that, I am in trouble. I am off on an invalid lap. Don't know if I've done any valid or invalid. Well, I've done some invalids. I don't know if I've done any valid laps yet. Oh,
Please try to stay on the track.
let me just come off for a moment. We'll just return to the garage. Oh. Steve's having trouble with invalidating laps as well. Oh, Fresnel says I've got at least one valid. That's good. That's good. Jack Few doesn't like new branding. Jack Kobe actually says, I think it's brilliant. New branding, positioning, marketing strategy. Now that comes from a branding and a marketing person, you see. It's interesting how people see things differently. Oh, Jack Kobe doesn't have the track medals. No way, my friend. Oh, get out there and get them quick. Get out there and get them quick. Jack says it's a crime against car lovers. And Vic Norman says more likes needed. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Right, where are we? We got 1 minute 18. and then we will be into the overrun period, just a short one. And then we'll be racing. Hopefully I can keep this in the race tonight. Trying to put to one side all the shenanigans and everything that's gone on recently. And Jack says, ha ha, inclusivity and all that. They want to appeal to a wider audience than just die-hard petrol heads. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh dear. Yeah, I think the day of the petrol head is gone. Oh, well, Willie's in the Lamborghini. That's an interesting choice. The Lambo being very, very, very twitchy. Although I'm seeing Mad Mikey, Dark Avenger, and Hulky now all in the McLaren. So are we seeing a move away from the Ferrari to the McLaren for this one? That would be an interesting move. Now says you can check how many valid and invalid laps you have by going to timetables, and then you come down to your name and you click on it. So I'm assuming I had lap 1 and lap 2 and lap 5 were good and the rest were bad. So about 50-50. I'm reasonably okay with that. I'm fairly okay with that. Okay, that session has ended. So we're in 6th. Now only 10 in this one, so a much smaller lobby tonight. Seeing that when we go with the non-DLC tracks, it's quite a bigger one. Jack Few asking, how was the little BMW Mitchell? I loved it, actually. That little M2 was good. It was really good. When I go from a GR3 to a road car in Gran Turismo, then you can definitely tell the difference. You could definitely tell the difference. With this, you could tell the difference, but it was still drivable. You could still trail brake. You could still lay into the corners. Did I chuck it off the track? Yeah, of course I did, lots of times. But on the whole, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that we're going to do some more. Well, not some more, but start doing some 1 lap races at some point very soon. 1 lap, 1 make races. I tell you, my mind is elsewhere tonight. I'm hoping we're going to do some 1 make races soon, where we pick on a make a car and everybody's in the same car, which will be do. Oh, Jono qualified 3rd, lost connection, can't rejoin. Oh, mate, if you reboot your... Somebody else had this. If you reboot your PlayStation, it will probably work. Oh, are we 18? Oh, John, I really wanted to race with you, mate. I was looking forward to this one. Because I'm going to be rubbish around here. I really was hoping that we were going to be together. So I've got Leopard Frog and Hulky in front and behind me.
Go in double file.
How come Greg's gone over behind Mad Mikey? I'm confused. So do I line up? I don't know where I'm supposed to be now, actually. I know I'm behind Greg, so
Green
let's...
line, green line. Go, go, go.
It's saying get on the right. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm blind as a bat as well as completely useless. I'll have to look at that. In that case, I take it all back. Whoa! I told you that that tyre thing wouldn't be around long. Well, it certainly wasn't, and it's been destroyed in the biggest possible way. Crikey, Greg's 2.5 seconds down the road already. Oh no, don't get over on that curb. It really unsettles the car. It'll have it off in a moment. You'll be flying off the track. Oh, and that one.
We've got some light damage.
There we go. Curbs again. Going all right, and then we just caught the curb and around we go. Go through, my friend. Oh my gosh, the brakes are hopeless now. See how drivable this is when I get used to the managing the damage.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I would be quite glad when ACC2 comes out with the Evo physics, and we'll be able to use a bit of the curbs more. I think that will be a massive improvement. Oh, these car does not want to slow down or turn in very well. Jono, you should just come sailing by me.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Somebody else off, don't know who that is, can't see for the moment. Oh, this damage is definitely causing me some trouble at the moment. especially in some of these long, fast corners. That's Greg out front. Why I? Monstering this one. I was staying, well, I wasn't staying with him, but I was up there with him. And then I binned it on a curb. Got front end damage, that's why my bonnet is flapping around like a pigeon in the wind. I'm waiting for Jono to come flying by me. Unless he's got damage too.
Well done, mate. Crossing the best.
Jono, if I'm holding you up and you're listening to me, just flash your lights and I'll let you through. Who pushed you off, Mike?
Gaining on the car in sector 2. Well done, mate. This is me, your personal best. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh no, 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 gone off. I do love Ronnie Shinjono. We got a similar skill set. I think, without blowing my own trumpet, I think I'm slightly quicker, but he's much more consistent than me, and consistency wins races, which puts us on a pretty even keel at the moment. And I've got to get some of that consistency. Although, I take that back because I think he's quicker than me around here. Got a car behind. Not quite sure who that was. Only saw them just out the corner of my eye as we came around there too. Whoa, that's going around. See what I mean? See what I mean by consistency? If you're not consistent, you're dead. Now I've got to sort the tyres out, which is going to punish me even more. Oh no, these tyres and this damage, it is horrendous. Ugh. Trouble is with light damage, I never know whether to come in and get it sorted or whether to carry on, but at the moment I'm struggling to keep this on the track. So maybe coming in would have been better. I don't know how far down the road Jono is now, how far I've let him get away from me, and whether that is at all recoverable. But like I said, I think he's quicker than me around here today. So he's got both speed and consistency in his favour. Which I'm really pleased about, actually. And I think I've made my task a whole lot more difficult. I think I just saw him going around that corner there. So that gives me a rough idea. He's miles ahead. I think it's already through the chicane. Certainly can't see him now down the track because I'm looking ahead to see where we're going. Jack, you ought to go, mate. Go, 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 go. Jack's pushing track limits like I've been. Jono's 10 seconds down the road now. We need to catch him by a second a lap. Then catching is one thing and overtaking is another. And that's even if I manage to keep this going in a straight line. Yeah, don't get on the curb. But that's 1 second recovered. So we've got to do that every single lap now. Stream always lags a little bit on ACC. I don't know why. The computer is running very high, high CPU at the moment for some reason. I don't know why. That will be why the PC is struggling just a little bit. I don't know why it only does it on ACC though. Whoa. No. It's one copy of OBS, so basically I log out of one profile and into the other. That's why it takes me a moment to, at the end of the stream, to flick over. I actually have to physically close this one down and then start the next one. I've reduced ACC down to 30 frames per second, but it's certainly running high CPU at the moment. So I suspect there's some sort of background process that the computer's doing. I've got background updates turned off, so it shouldn't be an update. But I might have to spend some more time working through it, seeing what else I can rip off it. Yeah, there aren't any scheduled tasks. I don't have any on it. Checked that already. The only thing I could do is to uninstall the browsers. And then just install the browser as and when I need it. Because I'm now using a different machine for the chat. I used to have it all running off the one. At some point I will get a new PC, but I can't do that until we move, because I don't know how much money we're going to need for the move. So until that all works itself out, I'm not really going to know where I am, especially if the government gets their way with more stamp duty. So it looks like we're going to have to find another £2,500 for the new stamp duty thing that's coming in, because we're not going to make the cut-off. So that's upset the budgets a little bit. Drop now again, so I bet it's fine at the moment. There you go. I can't really complain. That little box only cost me 90 odd quid. I think it was just under £100 it cost me. So it's been driving the stream for 2 years. So I've certainly had my value out of it. Oh, I've overshot that one.
You're given a warning for exceeding track limits.
Right, I should have just barreled through there. I got a warning anyway. Even though I backed out of it. Oh, that's off. Oh, Jono is a country mile down the road now. Been a bit of a lonely run, this one. Following my spin. But it just goes to show though, doesn't it? Look. Consistency is everything in racing. If you're not consistent in a race, you have nothing. You can be the fastest guy in the world, but you've got to be able to bring it home over a number of laps. But getting a little bit more familiar with Oulton Park. Nice little track, this one, actually.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
It's annoying because I come around that corner, I can see all the cars on the other side going through, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm catching them, and then I realise that there's a whole big area and they're like half a lap ahead almost, I think. Quite a significant way ahead anyway. Maybe not half a lap, but you know what I mean. And it looks like there's 3 or 4 of them going through the chicane there. So it looks like a great little battle going on there that I wish I was involved with. But the moral of that story is keep it on the track, Mitchell.
Leaders in the final lap.
That's too deep. Well, it's been a lesson in driving the BMW with damage on the front again. think we could just about get away with light damage in a race. But obviously, it's the recovering from the incident that's the big killer. And of course it depends on where you get your damage. If it's the beginning of the race, come in because you're losing time. Obviously if it's halfway through the race, you've got to think carefully, and towards the end I think I could probably get away with it. Oh, not a good one. Not a good one at all, I am afraid, on that one. Let's not return to the garage. How do I get this? Maybe I do need to return to the garage. I want to get the... Oh, if I stay out on track, there we go. So Dark Avenger, Greg was the winner. Lapunzi was second. Jono in third. Congratulations, my friend. Hulky, a brilliant fourth. Leopard Frog fifth. I got sixth. Jack joined really late in seventh. USR Ollie, or User Ollie in eighth. And Mad Mikey, terrible start in ninth. And then the rest basically didn't do very much. But Greg, Jono, Hulky, Leopard, well done. Well done, all of you guys. Well done, well done, well done. Wow. So there was a thingy about the replay earlier on. So Jono, started from the pits after your spin. I thought I'd keep you company, man. You just ran away. Yellow flag with Hulky and Mikey. Lap 10 went well into the wall. Severe damage front end from Greg White. Ooh. We saved the replay. I've never actually looked at a replay in this before. Okay. So this is where I'm supposed to have moved over to the right. So I'm assuming I should have been behind the McLaren, and I didn't. And the yellow car behind me didn't get the memo either. So I wasn't the only one to get it all wrong. Oh, okay.
Green light. Go,
Let's just quit out of that. Right, I'm going to get into the Gran Turismo side of things. So I'm going to have a look at the replay offline, because I haven't done replays yet, and I don't really want to mess around too much. So we'll do that one another time. But well done, guys. I think there was some good racing in there. Sounds like there was an issue. Drag Fury says all the angles are there, Mitch, so I can play around with those. Lap 10, Greg went into the wall with severe damage on the front. As people are saying, Jack Fury, a couple of others have called out the yellow flag, I think. I saw earlier on somewhere. Yeah, so Jono, Mitch, I've mapped replay to a button on the wheel. I've used all my buttons at the moment, and I've still got to find a button for the handbrake. So yeah, I'll probably look at that and see what other buttons I've got free that I might be able to use. But hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves sorted. At the moment, the CPU is running okay at the minute. I know people are saying that it is stuttering. Let me just, for a moment, have a look at the old task manager and see what's going on. If I lose you for the moment, I apologise. And OBS Studio is right at the top, and yeah, there's nothing in there there's nothing out there that is outrageous. Very difficult to tell. Don't know. I really, really do not know what it might be. I'll have a look and see what else I can uninstall off of the machine a little bit later. But yeah, the ACC, loads and loads of resources at it. It's number one up there. The only other thing I've got is obviously the webcam is running, the microphone, so the drivers for those, and the Stream Deck, so the Elgato stuff. That's all there is running. So all a little bit unusual, to say the least. So what I'm going to do now is I am just going to thank all of you for racing this evening and for joining me. I really, really appreciate that. 16 people watching, which is absolutely phenomenal for a for ACC and a channel that is so very young and moving across from another genre, as in the guitar stuff. So I really, really appreciate that. If you haven't already, please smack the like button, because it will really help to try and get the ball rolling on this channel even more with the algorithm. We'll be back here at 8 o'clock for another one. I think we're at Snetterton tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. And I want to try and get some practice on Snetterton during the day, if at all possible, so that I don't spin out. I'm dropping it with ACC a little bit too much at the moment. But, you know, we will continue to push. We will continue to try. We'll continue to battle, and we'll get better and better at ACC. And at the moment, I can race Gran Turismo and stream. I do find ACC very difficult to race and stream. When I'm racing ACC offline and I'm concentrating 100%, I don't spin and I'm setting decent lap times. When I'm streaming, I tend to find that I'll catch a curb and drop the car. So it'll come. We'll work on that. Anyway, please smack the like button if you haven't already. If you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to head over to the Gran Turismo channel right now. Hopefully you guys can join me on the other side. If not, back here 8 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks ever so much for watching. For now, take care. Bye bye.